Your teacher asks you to raise your hand if you understood the lesson. So this is biased because some of the students, they don't want to seem perhaps dumb in the classrooms. So even if they don't understand it, they may raise their hand. Okay. So instead of doing that, that will create some bias. Instead of doing that, why don't we say, if you understood the question, just write down, okay, discreetly, so without any of your peers, your friends knowing that you understood the question or not. Then it'll be more non-biased data collection. B, City Council conducts a survey about the police force by asking everyone who comes to the next council meeting. To go back to this is called measuring bias. Okay, this is a sampling bias, right? Like, we don't know if the people that are coming in the next council meeting is a good representation of all of the council members. So there's not enough information about it. It could be, but we cannot assume that that's a good sample. Sampling bias. To fix this, we would say, why don't we ask about the police force in the next, maybe in the next, out of the next 10 meetings, maybe every other meeting, right? So it's more spread apart. So we're asking to more random sample. C, the local news posts a poll on the website asking if the climate change is real. Okay, this is also sampling bias because a local news posts on its own website. So the type of people that will visit this website are probably the people that know about this or watches this local news. So we're only capturing information about what people believe about climate change in the local area, okay, not overall. So that's a sampling bias as well, right? D, an application to join a gym asks how much you like exercising. This is also a sampling bias because if you're already joining a gym, you're about to fill some paper out about joining a gym, it's probably because, right, you believe exercise is important. So it's not the right sample of people. You gotta, if you want to ask people if they like exercise, you gotta ask people that that joins a gym, that doesn't join a gym just randomly. But this is strictly asking people that are about to sign up to a gym, so it's not a good representation of the overall population, whether they like exercising. E, a store that sells, so this is also sampling bias. Okay, a store that sells hunting gear petitions to lower the cost of registering a gun. Okay, this is also a sampling bias because a store that sells hunting gear, who they will petition to, right? It would be people that already are buying these guns. So of course they want to lower the cost of the gun. If you want to really get a true feel for what the population feels about lowering the price of a gun, you got to ask people that necessarily don't go to or don't buy these guns, right? If you want the true feel for whether price of gun should be lowered or not. And a lot of people that don't like to own a gun probably feel like maybe they should be high so that people can't afford it, right? And so there's less guns out there on the street. So this is also a sampling, right? The sampling bias.